When Tony Hawk landed the first 900,
I was at my parents' house. I was 9 years old.
He kept missing, he kept trying, and I remember seeing the crowd going nuts.
I was sitting at home going, come on, man, this is the one. It's gonna happen this time.
I was negative 3 months old.
And I was 2.
I was in San Francisco for the 1999 X Games.
I just remember how packed it was and how electric the crowd was. There must have been 10,000 or plus people there, and they were all, eyes were on Tony, and there was just an electricity in the air. You could feel it through the TV.
Tony Hawk was already a big name, a big legend in skateboarding going into 1999.
If there's a trick in vert skating, Tony's done it. If he didn't invent it, he's done it.
I had no intention of trying 900. Dave Duncan, in his infinite wisdom, when he's on the mic, was like, let's see one of those 900s.
So I thought, Tony, if you do that, it's like putting on a show for the crowd. I know you probably won't make it, but hey, we're gonna put on a show here. Just go for it. Let's see what happens.
My first thought was, dude, don't put me on the spot in front of all these people. You know I can't do it.
It's the 900. Never before in history competition have we seen a 900.
you get your 360s down, your 540 down, you get your 720, but then you get the 9.
A 900 is where you turn around 2.5 times.
The journey to trying to figure out 900, even coming up with the idea, started with the 720 for me in 1985. I did the first 720 in Sweden at a skate camp. Just figuring out 720 was hard enough, and I knew that a 900 was going to require more height.
That's kind of the beauty of the best trick contest. You're watching people try something that they've been trying for a very long time. The 900 was like a decade-long process between not just Tony, but there was a lot of people trying it too.
I saw Danny Way in the Risk It video spinning one and actually getting his board back on the wall. And that opened up my eyes to the possibility of it, because it was like, oh, someone has gotten there, has gotten to the point where this is a trick that could happen. And then I finally said, I'm gonna commit to this, got someone to come film it, and put it on the wall, and little did I realize that because that spin is so intense with 2.5, it actually made me off axis when I landed, and I was leaning too far forward, and I ended up breaking my rib on the flat bottom. And that was my first real attempt at a 900. That was in 1996. The last time that I tried it before X Games was on this big ramp that I had designed in a bull ring in Tijuana, Mexico. You build this ramp, you're gonna get more air, you're gonna do a 900 on it. I tried 900s, and I still had that thing in the back of my head that the last time you tried this, you got hurt. So after I broke my rib, I didn't have a lot of confidence in it because I felt like I had all the pieces to that puzzle right there, and it didn't work. It was probably around my 4th or 5th try that I thought, these spins are consistent. I have the speed that I need. It's probably the best ramp I've skated in years. But because I had so much speed on this ramp and I had the height, and I probably was tucking a little bit faster, I could see the landing zone. And so when I finally saw it clearly, I put it on the wall and I fell, but I didn't get hurt. And when I got up, that was the tipping point. Here's the mistake you're making. You're leaning too far forward on your landing. What if during the spin you shift your weight to the back foot? And then the next try, shift my weight to the back foot, too much, and fell backwards. And that's when I knew I could make it.
You can see there's Tony trying it, and then there's 40 people around him who are just supporting him. They're not even skating anymore. The contest isn't even actually happening.
It built the energy, it built the hype, it built the crowd. Like the crowd got into it because they just saw this guy's not going to stop until he gets this, until he hits it.
You guys want to see one more? Tony Hawk coming close.
I was tired, for sure. I didn't get hurt on these 2 attempts where I made these crucial adjustments. If I can split the difference of shifting my weight, I can make it through.
You're going to fail if you want to maximize your potential. Kept getting back up. I mean, that's the epitome of what it means to be a champion, is just get knocked down, get back up, and never fade in your effort.
The whole industry was there. Bob Burnquist and the guys on the deck were just cheering him on. And so I was like, let's all get behind Tony and hype this moment up.
All of us, it seemed like there was this like shift of like, let me give him everything I could as far as my good energies and vibes for him to land it.
See the look on his face. You recognize that face, being a professional athlete, and you know what's going on in his mind. I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna get this.
I got beat up trying that trick. And I was willing to get beat up for it that night. I was either gonna make it or get taken away in an ambulance. Those are the only 2 ends to that evening for me. Every time, it's more about me fighting with myself and convincing myself that I can do it.
9, Tony Hawk, Tony Hawk, Tony Hawk, 900.
Oh my God, he is gonna do it. That's it, he's gonna do it. I just saw it in his eyes. That is surreal.
Most athletes, they get discombobulated, they get frazzled, they rush. And the great ones, which is rare, it's like everything slows down, everything becomes zen. And you can have people talking to you and everything, but you have this look in your eye that is like calm. It's calm. That's what greatness is.
Everybody picture it, here we go. Feel it.
You know everything that you went through to get to that point. And then you just calm the hell down and go for it.
It's the ultimate. Achieving a goal that even you almost thought was unattainable at one point. And when you achieve that, there's no greater joy.
When you're the first to do something, it kind of puts you in a different stratosphere, whether that's a 100-point game by Wilt, home run record by Hank Aaron, the 900 by Tony Hawk. Those are just examples of what the magnitude of he did was.
He made skating a sport.
All of skateboarding won that day. That changed it forever.
Everything about skating is in that 10-second clip. You're just not gonna find a better one. That's why it matters. That's what we're all trying to do. I really believe that 900 put a skateboard in every home in America.
Here's my best trick.
2. He's at 1800.
Oh, he's got it. He's got it.
Here we go. History in the making.
How is 900 still relevant today? We can still do it on the video game, right down circle, so. The 900. It wasn't my exit by any means. If anything, it led me to a new doorway of ways to promote skating that I never, ever dreamed.
Say hello to the reason we have helmets, Tony Hawk.
I mean, skateboarding's in the Olympics now. It's not because of that night, but there were a lot of different things that happened, and we never imagined that it would get to that level.